Hi, welcome to Primetime Guitar and to the Primetime Guitar series Must Know Monday. Today I'm going to be showing you 3 blues licks that you must know, and I'm going to be going into a little bit of detail about the 12-bar blues form and what that is. I'm going to provide an example, that way you can get the feel of it. Should be a great lesson. Let's get started. So here's lick number 1, or phrase number 1. This is more like a phrase than a lick, but it's killer. So here it goes. Okay, so what it's doing there, the lick's gonna start on the G string at the 9th fret. It's gonna go from the G string in the 9th fret to the G string in the 11th fret, and then palm muting those notes. And then it's going to go to the B string at the 10th fret, and that phrase sounds like this. And this rides on that B string at the 10th fret a lot. That's the root note of the chord, where it's in the key of A. It's a very B.B. King-ish kind of lick. So after you have this first part, the next part is still right there. And what I'm doing there is I'm bouncing back and forth between the B string at the 10th fret and the G string at the 11th fret, and it sounds like this. There's the G string. So the first part of the solo is real slow, or first part of the phrase. And what that part right there is the E string at the 12th fret, and then with my pinky, and then I'm pulling off to the E string at the 8th fret, and I'm bending that up a half. Getting that it's the minor third bent to the major third. That's the whole blues sound of the A chord. So I'm bending it up, and then I'm landing on the B string at the 10th fret back on that A note. So what we have so far for this. Then I'm going to catch the G string at the 9th fret with my index finger. Like that. So. And then I'm going to hit the B string at the 10th fret and toggling back and forth between the B string at the 10th fret and the G string at the 11th fret. Back to the B string at the 10th fret, and then I'm going to grab the B string at the 12th fret and bend it up a whole step. And then I'm going to end with 2 tacks on the B string of the 10th fret on that A note. So here's the lick, the whole lick really slow. And up to speed. It's just a really cool phrase, very B.B. King style, and just perfect electric guitar blues. So let's move on to the next one. So here's lick number 2. One more time. So this is like a rockin' blues lick, really cool. It's coming straight out of this pentatonic box. Your A pentatonic box, shape 4 if you're into the cage system. It's going to start with my index finger on the 5th fret, hammering on with my pinky on the B string at the 5th fret, and then hammering on with my pinky on the B string at the 8th fret. And I'm going to do the same thing on the E string, 5th fret to 8th fret. Then I'm going to bend that E string up a half step. It's going to sound like this, really slow. One more time. And then I'm going to, after I do that, it's going to go. I'm going to release to the E string at the 5th fret, then hit the B string at the 5th fret with my index finger. Then I'm going to hit the B string at the 7th fret and with my middle finger and bend it up a whole step. Or a half step, sorry, and then release to the B string at the 5th fret. Then I'm going to grab the G string at the 5th fret and bend it up a half step. ending on the B string at the D string at the 7th fret. So here it is really slow. One more time. That's lick number 2. Let's move on to lick number 3. So here's lick number 3. One more time. So what that is, it's a lot of double stops. Double stops are more than one note played at the same time. You're going to bar your index finger at the 5th fret on the B and E string. And you're going to hit those 2 strings. Then you're going to hit the G and B string at the 8th fret as a double stop. And then slide it back to the 7th fret. Then you're going to hit the D string at the 7th fret. Then the G and B string at the 7th fret again. Then the A string or the D string at the 7th fret again. Then you're going to hit the D and G string at the 5th fret and hammer on to the 6th fret of the G string. One more time slow. Played it a little different that time. I'll play it the way I showed you. Slow again. Again, that's the index finger at the 5th fret of the E string on the B and on the E and B string. Then the G and B string at the 8th fret, sliding it back to the 7th. Then the D string at the 7th fret. Then the G and B string at the 7th fret again. Then the D string at the 7th fret. Then the D and G string at the 5th fret, hammering onto the G string 6th fret. And that's kind of a boogie-woogie blues lick. All right, now on to the next thing, 12-bar blues. So at the end of this video, I've provided a 1 round through the 12-bar blues with a quick change. Quick change you really don't have to worry about. It's just when you go to the 4 chord after one measure of the 1 chord, and if you don't know what that means, it's okay, don't worry about it. The goal of this is to be able to hear what's happening before it happens. You should be that familiar with the 12-bar blues form. You should be able to know it well enough to know when the 12 bars are coming to an end, or when you're on bar 8, or on bar 4, or bar 7, or bar 9. You should know it that well. It does nothing but help you improvise, and everything in music. The more you can hear happening before it happens, the more you're going to be prepared for it. Make you an infinitely better improviser just by understanding that part. So it's really, really important to get this 12-bar blues imprinted in your mind so much that it's just second nature. You don't have to watch my 1 round through over and over and over, but go listen to some B.B. King, some Muddy Waters, and things like that. Chuck Berry, a lot of his stuff is just 12-bar blues. All of his stuff is 12-bar blues. So just go listen to some of that stuff, things that are 12-bar, and get it ingrained in your head, and it'll make you an infinitely better, not just blues musician, but musician in general. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's Must Know Monday. Topic was obviously blues. You learned 3 blues licks and the 12-bar blues form. If you have any questions, comments, song requests, any theory-related questions, put it in the comment section below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, keep practicing, keep jamming, and work on that 12-bar blues form. And thanks for watching Primetime Guitar. Don't forget to hit subscribe.